Yo, welcome everyone. Most people are now expecting another pump on Bitcoin, and yes, sure, we can form a new all-time high literally today, but when it feels exciting to buy, it is usually time to think twice. That is why I am now shorting. Let me show you why, because only a couple of hours ago, Bitcoin has finally been able to see another bounce towards the upside of approximately 3.5% directly into the top of quite an important ascending channel we can identify on the 1 hourly time frame. And of course, in the yesterday's video, we talked about exactly this specific support area. We mentioned value area high is the first support level we should really be aware of, and additionally, throughout the entire day yesterday, we have been seeing bullish CVD divergences. Higher low was being formed yesterday, lower low on the CVD, which simply means bullish divergence on the CVD indicator is being present, bullish Bitcoin indication, support area was tested, and additionally, we were paying very close attention to the major liquidations cluster we can identify on the 3-day time frame on the Bitcoin liquidation heatmap. And what you can right now see right here, we got a push up directly into the liquidation level right here, where millions of short positions got completely wrecked and liquidated. And if we are right now being slightly more exact, in the past 24 hours, approximately 128 million of short positions were liquidated directly above our recent high, exactly after hitting the top of quite an important ascending channel. And that is why personally I did add something to my short position on Bitcoin, but additionally I am still holding a short position on XRP and also on SUI, and later in the video I am going to share with you exactly where we can be looking for another potential bounce on Bitcoin, because yes, we do have quite an important area of support, slightly lower than Bitcoin is trading as of right now. But nevertheless, a lot of people are right now still expecting another all-time high. I am not saying it cannot happen. All I'm saying right here is that at this specific area, of course, personally, I am not really interested to fire another long position unless we are going to hit our very important area of support in the next couple of hours. And yes, I am going to share with you exactly what this specific level is going to be. If we do not hit it, yes, I am still holding quite impressive long positions on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also Nando, because I entered a long position on Bitcoin at approximately 76,600 US dollars. And a lot of people in the comments are saying to me, bro, you're completely wrong for you to be shorting at this specific area. But the reality is, I have been paying myself so much with all of those long positions. So even if I right now lose 4 short positions in a row, I am still going to be in a profit. And to be honest, as of right now, it really does look like all of those short positions are at the moment already in profit, except the short position on Bitcoin. But we are going to talk about the exact level I'm right now paying attention to for Bitcoin literally in a moment. Right now, zooming out on the daily time frame, yes, we are very, very close of forming another all-time high. And if we are right now actually measuring how far we actually are as of right now from the all-time high, we can measure from the recent high that we formed only a couple of hours ago to the all-time high, we are 1.73% away forming another all-time high at approximately 110,000 US dollars. And that is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are definitely possible. And also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now also do share with you why I am shorting Bitcoin right now and why I am not being extremely bullish as the majority of the market are right now doing. I mean, if you pay attention to my latest tweet that I posted 1 hour ago, I actually asked you, do we see a brand new all-time high today? And it really does look like that followers of mine are saying no. A lot of you are saying potentially we might be expecting a rejection towards the downside on the Bitcoin chart itself. But the reality is, yes, the trend is towards the upside, but on the other hand, we are seeing some indications that the trend might be reversing. What exactly do I have in mind? Looking on the RSI and also on the MACD indicator on the 4-hourly and the daily time frame, we are seeing some signs why we need to be slightly more careful. Higher highs are being formed on Bitcoin, lower highs on the RSI. Also right here, another higher high, another lower high right here. So all of those right here are going to be confirmed bearish divergences, which are actually indications that the trend might be reversing. And those bearish divergences are not present only on the RSI, only on the 4-hourly time frame. We can go on the daily time frame, lower highs, higher highs, lower highs on the MACD, higher highs on the Bitcoin chart itself. So again, we are seeing some indications the trend might be reversing in the next couple of days, in the next couple of hours. But unfortunately, we do not know exactly when this is going to happen. However, we can prepare for a potential reversal. That is why, as I said already before to you, I am taking some profits of my long positions on all of those trades right here, but nevertheless, I am also prepared for a potential push down. That is why I am in a short. But also one very important thing I do need to mention. At the area of support I am going to share with you right now, I am really going to watch for some kind of a reaction, because if we are then going to start moving once again significantly towards the upside, and additionally, if the CVD indicator is going to be forming a bullish divergence right here, in that case, I am actually going to consider closing my short positions right here and simply then hold my long positions on the entire cryptocurrency market. That is why you really should follow me on Twitter right here, because probably I am going to update you exactly what I am doing with my trades. But nevertheless, the reality right now still is we are in an uptrend, and I am completely aware of that I am going against the trend, shorting Bitcoin right now. But nevertheless, we can also right now see that exponential moving averages on the 2-hourly, on the 1-hourly, on the 4-hourly, on the daily time frame, all of them are saying we are trading in a significant uptrend. However, you still need to understand, in an uptrend, we are buying the area of support. I am not interested buying, even if we are in an uptrend, exactly where we are trading as of right now, because you are buying after Bitcoin has gotten a push towards the upside of approximately 45%. That is why I tweeted only a couple of hours ago right here, when it feels exciting to buy, it is usually time to think twice. I am not saying we cannot form a brand new all-time high. Sure, the trend is towards the upside, however, you should really be careful buying after Bitcoin has already gotten such a big push towards the upside. And also right here 20 hours ago, the top always feels like the beginning of something bigger. Sure, again, we can form a brand new all-time high, we can go towards 120,000 US dollars. However, I am not interested buying Bitcoin after such a big push towards the upside. And that is why I do want to share with you what is going to be the first local area of support you can definitely pay attention to. And if you're actually expecting that we are going to see a brand new all-time high literally today, of course, yes, you could be looking for another long or a buying position, because this level that I'm going to show you right now, it is also, in my opinion, going to be a level for a decision. Are we going towards a brand new all-time high today or no? And this specific level is going to be identified on the daily time frame, because we can right here notice another and a brand new daily high-term time frame area of support at approximately 105.5 thousand US dollars. This right here, in my opinion, is at the moment the most important level you should really pay attention to. And before we talk about that, if you want to trade with us and take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus, simply click the first link down below in the description, register on Bybit, and after initial deposit you're going to get up to 30,000 US dollars in welcome rewards. And additionally, on the first page right here, go into the rewards hub, because only after you create an account, you're going to get 20 USDT completely for free. You're going to get another 10 USDT after you deposit $100 right here, and then open your first trade because you're going to get another 20 USDT. All of those bonuses are right now available to you after you register, after initial deposit, with the first link down below in the description. But right now, let me also share with you why this specific daily area of support is such an important level. We can go with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high. It really does look like golden Fibonacci ratio is aligning exactly with our daily high-term time frame level. But additionally, we can go one step further. Let's go with the anchored VWAP, and let's anchor it exactly before this significant move towards the upside actually started. And you're going to notice that the anchored VWAP is coming in exactly at the golden pocket and also exactly at the daily area of support. So if Bitcoin in a case is going to start losing this specific support level, which in my opinion it is a very nice one, probably we are looking for a bigger reversal towards downside. Probably being in a short position after all is not going to be such a dumb idea. But nevertheless, let us right now see what Bitcoin is going to do at this specific support area, if it's even going to be hit in the next couple of hours. Now, additionally, some people are saying to me in the comments, we are right now forming some kind of a rising wedge pattern when we are connecting our higher highs right here and connecting our higher lows. Yes, it does look like this right here could be in a shape of a rising wedge pattern. However, when you pay attention to the volume, it really does look like volume is being very, very high in this entire pattern. That is why I would not be interested shorting or trading this specific pattern. That being said, if we do see a push towards the upside, even on the breakout right here, I am not interested buying. Even on the breakdown right here, I am not going to be interested selling because simply I am already holding short position right here. And additionally, we are going to be shorting exactly at the area of support, which in my opinion is really not the smartest idea. So if you're right now looking for brand new positions on Bitcoin, I would say like that. You need to be aware you are looking for a buying position after we have already gotten a significant push towards the upside. If you really want to fire a long position, I would be looking for a long exactly at this specific support level. However, you should make sure that you're setting a stop loss below the support area, because if we lose it towards downside, in my opinion, it is going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. Actually, the first level you can actually be aware of right here on a lower term time frame is going to be the liquidity level below this specific low at approximately $106,000. And then of course you can also look to scale into your long position after this specific support level. Potentially it is going to be hit, but once again, if we start losing this specific support level, bearish indication, we are going to look for lower targets. In terms of a short position, I would say like that. If you're looking for a risky short position, stop loss above the high, and we could actually be targeting literally another lower low below approximately $100,000. This level right here is actually my take profit on my short position if Bitcoin is actually going to right now go lower in the next couple of days. But remember, I don't know what's going to happen. I am only trading the probabilities. I know that on the push towards the upside, I am not really interested buying Bitcoin, and additionally, when it feels exciting to buy, it is usually time to think twice. Additionally, pay attention to some of the altcoins, because altcoins, for example, XRP right here, is not really seeing any major bounces from our liquidity level. We are really just consolidating below the weekly and below the liquidity level. Additionally, Solana, for example, not really doing anything. We grabbed liquidity below the recent low. Right now, we are seeing a very small bounce towards the upside, but nevertheless, the only coin that is right now performing very, very well are not the altcoins, but actually only Bitcoin. So it does look like Bitcoin is right now leading the way, but the thing is, if I am not prepared to buy Bitcoin at this specific area, to be honest, I would also not really be buying altcoins, because Bitcoin dominance is, as of right now, still seeing quite a significant push towards the upside on all of the time frames. That is why I would just like to say to you, be slightly more careful. Yes, if we go with the trend, a brand new all-time high can definitely be formed in the next couple of hours, but nevertheless, personally, I am am taking some profits of my long positions, I am paying myself, and I am also potentially prepared for some kind of a push towards downside if it's going to occur in the next couple of hours, in the next couple of days. I am managing my risk correctly. Even if I get stopped out of my short position on Bitcoin in the next couple of hours, it is all going to be fine. I remain in my buying positions, and of course also once again I have already paid myself, because in a case we are going to dump, definitely I do not want to see it on the realized profit on all of those longs that I'm as of right now holding. That is why if you want, you can take advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar free bonus with the first link down below after you register and after initial deposit, because you're also going to get some additional rewards only after you register. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.